Well, today we celebrate the last day of the official Christmas season in the church. And at first glance, our celebration seems kind of random. Why do we have the baptism of the Lord every year on the last day of Christmas? But I promise you, the church didn't just look at it and say, we need a day to celebrate this, that one looks good. It's quite intentional that this is the last day of Christmas, for two reasons, I think. The first is that in the baptism of Jesus, we see his sonship of the Father be fully revealed. It was revealed first at Christmas to the shepherds, and we see that the prophetess Anna recognizes Jesus' godship, and yet it hasn't been revealed to the whole world yet. At the baptism, Jesus is publicly revealed as the Son of God, that the one who came into the world at Christmas is now coming in full force to begin his public ministry. And the second reason we celebrate the baptism today is because in our baptism, we come to join in the life of Christ. We come to join in the life of him who was born on Christmas. We see Jesus born on Christmas united with our humanity, and we see in our baptism that we are born again into the life of Christ, that through his incarnation, through him taking on the flesh, our fallen humanity is raised up and united with his divinity. We look at our gospel reading today, and I think we initially think John seems to be on to something, right? He tells Jesus, I need to be baptized by you, and yet you're coming to me. John recognizes Jesus as the Son of God. He recognizes him as the promised one, and he's somewhat right in thinking, you don't need my grace, I need yours. But what he doesn't see is the grace that Jesus is giving in receiving baptism, in receiving this sign that he does not need. Jesus transforms baptism from just some sign that is good and may bring about some holiness, but he transforms this sign into a sacrament. He makes it a part of living the life of Christ. And so in our baptism, we begin to join in that life of Christ. We are given true life through our baptism. And when we are baptized, we should hear God say to us, as he said to Jesus, that this is my beloved son, or this is my beloved daughter, with whom I am well pleased. What a gift that is, that no longer are we just God's creation, which of course he loves dearly, but no, we're even more than that. We are part of his family. We are his sons and daughters, and that's a far deeper and greater relationship than just the relationship of creator and created. Right? That in part is why we don't start our prayers in the name of the Creator. We start them in the name of the Father, because it recognizes the special relationship the baptized have with God. Right? It should also, along with being a blessing, be something that calls us to live a greater life. It should call us to something higher. Right? Parents, think of your own children. Right? You have good and holy expectation of them. You desire them to grow into good and holy people. God desires the same for his children. He doesn't want what is lesser for us. And so he calls us away from the life of sin, away from the life of death, into true life, into the life of grace. And that is a blessing, but it's also a responsibility. And at our baptisms, if we were old enough, we were told this. If we were infants, our parents were told this on our behalf. We were told to protect the grace we receive in baptism from the contagion of sin. We're called to preserve this life and to preserve this relationship that we have with God. Now, praise God, most of us mess up on that from time to time, but we have the great opportunity in confession to return back to that baptismal state. As we continue on in this new year, let us recognize the great blessing that we have received in baptism. Let us see the relationship we've been invited into in joining Christ in baptism, how we've become a son or daughter of God with him, the one and only Son of God. And let us take seriously then that responsibility given to us. Let us make sure that we, with every effort, avoid sin and look to do the will of our Father, knowing he desires for us the greatest good and he desires for us the fullness of life. Let us every day turn closer to God, that with Jesus he may tell us that we are his beloved son or daughter with whom he is well pleased.